In the majority of cases, the 100,000-mile threshold is a deciding factor for car buyers. At this time, you are hoping that your vehicle is still in good condition and does not have any severe problems. Unfortunately, not every vehicle is constructed to last for such a long time. It is possible that some automobiles, whether as a result of bad engineering, hasty manufacture, or persistent design defects, start to break down well before they reach this milestone. Here's a breakdown of 9 automobiles that are known for breaking down at an early age, supported by mechanical truths, owner complaints, and examples from the actual world. Number 1, the Chrysler 200 2011-2014. The Chrysler 200 appeared to be a sporty and reasonably priced mid-size sedan when it was first introduced. The reality was that it had transmission problems that were a nightmare and suspension problems that were terrible. Before 80,000 miles, the 6-speed automatic transmission, which was derived from a basis that was shared with Fiat, frequently encountered issues such as hard shifting, slipping, and outright failure. Electrical issues were also reported by owners, including dashboards that flickered and HVAC settings that did not work properly. The bushings on the front suspension wore down early, which resulted in clunking noises and uneven tire wear. Because the cost of repairs can quickly surpass the value of the vehicle after 90,000 miles, mechanics frequently advise customers to steer clear of this model entirely in resale markets. Number 2, the Nissan Altima 2013-2016. The Nissan Altima is a bestseller. However, the vehicles that are equipped with a continuously variable transmission CVT from 2013 to 2016 have a poor reputation. Even though the continuously variable gearbox CVT that Nissan uses is intended to maximize fuel efficiency, this particular iteration of the transmission experienced problems such as overheating, belt slippage, and complete breakdowns before reaching 100,000 miles. Despite the fact that Nissan extended CVT warranties for some owners because the problem was so widespread, the cost of repairs is still between $3,500 and $4,000 out of pocket if you were not covered by the warranty. These automobiles were even less desirable for long-term ownership due to the fact that they had breakdowns in the steering rack and premature wear on the brakes. Number 3, Mini Cooper 2007-2012. Mini Coopers are full of personality and style, but they also come with a long list of technical issues that may be annoying. Several issues plague the early cars in this range, particularly the turbocharged versions. Deficiencies in the timing chain tensioner can result in damage to the engine. Leaks in the water pump. There are cracks in the thermostat housing. If it is overlooked, the timing chain problem can be enough to ruin the engine, and it typically happens before 80,000 miles. As a result of the car's cramped engine compartment and the specialized components, repairs are quite pricey. It's a common joke among mechanics that if you own a Mini, you'll start making friends with the repair shop in your neighborhood. Number 4, the Ford Fiesta 2011-2016. The PowerShift dual-clutch transmission that was included in the Ford Fiesta was designed to be a more fuel-efficient alternative to conventional automatic transmissions. Instead, it turned out to be one of the most disastrous public relations situations for Ford. Several owners reported experiencing trembling, hesitancy, and a failure to engage the gears completely. Ford was subjected to a number of class action lawsuits regarding the issue, and the problem continued to exist even after many software updates were implemented. While the engine itself had the potential to last, the transmission frequently failed to survive beyond 60,000, 70,000 miles without requiring significant repairs that cost thousands of dollars. Number 5, Jeep Grand Cherokee 2011-2014. A tough and versatile SUV, the Jeep Grand Cherokee is promoted as being able to travel anywhere. On the other hand, the model years 2011-2014 were known for transmission problems, electrical faults, and air suspension failures. It was possible for the air suspension system in higher trim levels to develop leaks, which would result in the SUV sitting unevenly or falling to the ground entirely. A replacement might cost between $1,500 for each corner. To add insult to injury, the 8-speed automatic transmission occasionally produced difficult shifting and failure codes before 100,000 miles. This, in conjunction with the fact that the infotainment system failed regularly, made long-term ownership expensive. Number 6, Volkswagen Jetta, 2006-2010. Although the Volkswagen Jetta from this period was appealing in terms of its appearance and German engineering, its dependability suffered. For 90,000 miles, it was not uncommon for automatic transmissions to fail, particularly in vehicles that included a 2.5-liter 5-cylinder engine. In addition, the high-pressure fuel pump HPFP that was installed in TDI diesel cars had a terrible propensity to fail, and when it did, it would occasionally take the entire fuel system with it. The cost of the repair alone might range anywhere from $5,000 to $7,000. Problems with the electrical system, such as malfunctioning window regulators and sensors, added to the ownership hassles that were already there. Number 7. The Cadillac SRX 2010-2014. The Cadillac SRX luxury crossover was supposed to be a comfortable and technologically advanced vehicle, but it had problems with its timing chain and transmission, which told a different narrative. It was common for the 3.6-liter V6 engine that was employed during these years to experience premature timing, chain stretch, which resulted in misfires, poor performance, and expensive repairs, and often occurred between 70,000 and 90,000 miles. A number of owners also voiced their dissatisfaction with power steering leaks, water pump failures, and malfunctions in the infotainment system, all of which contributed to maintenance expenses that were significantly more than what was anticipated for a luxury vehicle. Number 8. The BMW 7 Series 2002-2008. Luxury cars such as the BMW 7 Series typically come equipped with cutting-edge technology. Nevertheless, in the early 2000s, this technology became a problem for the vehicles. For the following, the E65, E66 generation was notorious. The iDrive systems are failing, disagreements with the transmission, difficulties with the electronic suspension. Because of the intricacy of the vehicle, even repairs that were relatively minor might be labor-intensive and costly. Engines could last, but the supporting components frequently did not. Many owners reported that they had to pay devastating repair fees before their vehicles reached 100,000 miles. Number 9. Chevrolet Cruze 2011-2015. Despite the fact that Chevrolet introduced the Cruze as a contemporary compact sedan, the vehicle was plagued by early onset problems such as coolant system faults, turbo failures, and transmission problems. For 80,000 miles, the 1.4-liter turbocharged engine frequently experienced problems such as water pump leaks, head gasket failures, and turbocharger malfunctions during its operation. In certain automatic models, transmission issues included problems with forceful shifting and complete failure of the gearbox. Even though it was inexpensive to purchase, the Cruze's long-term repair expenses made it significantly less cost-effective for owners who wanted to maintain it for more than 100,000 miles. Remarks to conclude. There are certain examples of these automobiles that are not doomed to fail. The life of any vehicle can be extended via the practice of diligent maintenance, gentle driving, and prompt repairs. However, these models have statistically greater probabilities of failure before the 100,000-mile mark, which makes them hazardous bets for purchasers who anticipate sustained dependability over the course of their ownership. Always do research on the model years, engine types, and common problems that are associated with old cars before purchasing one. Investing a little bit more money up front on a dependable brand and model can end up saving you hundreds of dollars in repairs in the long run. Do you favor this breakdown? This article should be liked if you found it to be helpful. Please share your worst experience with the reliability of your vehicle. Subscribe to receive additional in-depth analyses of the top and worst automobiles currently on the road.